the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm in the finals. I'm in the Final Four, the finals. I play one game on Switch. I'm trying to play one game right here. I can hop right back on Twitch. It's a big game for me. I go 2-0 in the series. I have a single hole in this game. But that's the goal.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson, proud to be with our friends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports, and we are getting primed and ready for Game 2. The action coming to you from Chicago, where the Bulls will be hosting the series tonight up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in Game 2. And coming into Game 2 after dropping Game 1 of the finals, do you think that they can come back in this series, Shaq, even if they don't even it up with a win tonight?
You know, I think if they lose this game, they can still win the series. However, the odds of them winning the series with a loss tonight, it drops dramatically.
Well, this is a game, Ernie, where they need to send a message. That's it. You know, it's not a must-win, but they definitely need to get the momentum and change that. So you don't have to definitely win, but you have to send that message.
That will do it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call. We will see you later on.
You might see some stuff that you might see in this game. You might see a lot of assists.
Grant Park and the tall towers of downtown. We've got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We take a look at the Bulls. They hold a one-game lead in the series, looking to take 2 straight before going on the road.
And you've heard the adage, a playoff series doesn't start until someone wins on the road. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, as the top seed, all they have to do is take care of business on their home court. They did that in their last game. We'll see if that's the case again here tonight. Yeah, and you talk about pressure. Winning this game would have them going on the road with very little pressure on them. And games 3 and 4 won't be nearly as nerve-wracking if they get it done here today.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs, Tony Parker is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Duncan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity. Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now here's Duncan. The feed now to Parker. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Parker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Noah. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Duncan with a screen on Rose. Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look. Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Anderson. After the miss from Joakim Noah. Parker with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Fade away. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
And we talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them. No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Bulls have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's Butler missing.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Duncan. Gasol with the steal. The finish Oh, and the jam by Butler.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Parker against Rose. Parker right side. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Yeah.
Duncan outside. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. Pass to Duncan. Fires from 14. Another one falls for San Antonio. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. I asked him how he felt about his chances of taking Game 2 on the road, and he told me, I still think we can. Our goal was to come in and take away at least one of these 2 games here, and we can still meet our goal. But this is the NBA Finals. Nothing comes easy. We'll see if they can meet their goal. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And he sinks the second. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. It's stolen by Duncan. Parker left side. Anderson kicks to Duncan. Hardaway with it. Butler covering. Takes a shot at the elbow. Duncan with another miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And that one's good. 6 points for Derrick Rose.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. It's Butler that time on the assist by Noah.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Duncan with his screen on Rose. Parker dishes to Duncan. Off the left rim and out. The Bulls leading by 4. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Here's Parker. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Noah with the block. Count that one. And that's now 6 points for Duncan. Duncan's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Rose kicks to Butler. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Not much going wrong for him early here. Only 1 miss on his first 6 shots.
Parker against Rose. Noah. Butler kicks to Rose. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Brooks checked in for Chicago. Then for the Spurs, West is checked in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Anderson. Brooks kicks to Gasol. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Chicago making some changes. Portis is checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mirotic subbed in for Tony Snell. Splitters checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Parker. Now here's Ginobili. Here's Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Hardaway has got 6.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Gibson and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trail by 8. Down low. West gets the bucket. West has got his first points of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Butler goes in. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Passes it to Split. Hardaway dishes to Mills. West to screen on Brooks. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Buries it down low.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
West with the steal. Here's Mills. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Derrick Rose, number 1. Pau Gasol, 3rd.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Both good from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 4. And Brooks, here we go. Good D by Hardaway.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Kicks it to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Ginobili against Butler. Splitter misses.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The shot will not go. Solid defense there from Ginobili. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He kicks it to Splitter. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Splitter's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Boris Diaz checked in for Hardaway. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Bulls lead by 2.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it. That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
And the game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
San Antonio with the ball after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Mills. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And he jams it with authority.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Picked by West. Butler against Ginobili. Out to the right wing. West with a wide open look. And the shot falls short this time. The Bulls leading by 4. Down low. It's deflected. Ginobili with the steal. And there's the pass to Diaw. Cannot hit. And the Bulls going the other way now. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Now here's West. Ginobili outside. To the right side. Splitter with no one around. Here's Mills. No luck. Nice D from Brooks.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for. And both free throws good from Gibson. Just 3 on the clock. Can't get it to go. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls up by 6. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role.
In every aspect, it's a change for us, being more vocal, doing it on the court, trying to lead in practice. I think overall everything I do has to be better because guys are trying to follow me.
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
You can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose and Snell teaming up in the backcourt, and it's Mirotic in at the small forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Noah following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Now, assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The Bulls leading by 8. On up the court. Here's Rose.
It's been tough for them to try to slow down Rose. He's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Manu Ginobili. Both free throws good from Rose. Spurs trail by 10. Parker outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And Hardaway gets it to go.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Rose passes to Noah. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Now here's Parker. He's got 5. And it's Duncan penetrating, rejected by Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Parker's shot is off.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And he gets it to go. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now here's Parker. Duncan right side. Lets it go from 11, and he can't bank that one in. The Bulls have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Chicago leading by 11. Pass to Noah. Back to Rose. Puts one up from 19. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 14 points for Rose.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Parker drives in. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The Spurs making a switch here. West is checked in. Chicago leading. Rose kicks to Snell. 9 feet out. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 9. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Spurs trail by 13. Here's Parker. He's got 7. Fires from 14. And it's Hardaway again missing. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Hardaway with the steal. And it's Parker at the elbow. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 9th assist in the game now. The Bulls leading by 11. There's the dish to Noah. Here's Snell. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Snell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Aldridge drives in. No good off the back of the rim.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And Mirotic throws it down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Parker. West a screen on Mirotic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Off target with his 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here's Parker. The Bulls getting the bucket. Feeds it to Hardaway. Lets it fly from 18. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Noah. Inside. Derrick Rose again. Rose has got 12 now in this quarter.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been... about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And the Bulls making a change here. Brooks checked in, and that one's good.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Rose dishes to Noah. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 10 points for Joakim Noah.
You know, quite honestly, Noah is as good as it gets at hitting shots like that.
Noah against Aldridge. Here's West. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
How about Joakim Noah in this one? He's got 10 points now and 3 assists as well. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Butler comes in for Derrick Rose. Then for the Spurs, Splitter comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Parker, with no one around, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Parker's got 9.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Spurs trail by 18. West, right side. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Butler from outside. The Bulls keep it alive. Gibson, another one falls for Chicago.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Wide open look. Chicago grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Mills has got the ball, and the shot is good. And that's now 11 points for Tony Parker.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Here's Brooks. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Here's Splitter. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. The Bulls leading by 20. Here's Brooks. Excellent D there from Parker.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. 5th, Joakim Noah.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And that one falls for Splitter.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Then for the Spurs, Boris Diaz checked in for West. And it's Ginobili in for Parker. And stolen by Splitter. Now here's Mills. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mills has got his second bucket of the night. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Snell, the pass to Gibson. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots. Spurs trail by 16. Splitter sets a screen. And Mills kicks to Diallo. He used that pick to get in close.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now the Bulls with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Dishes to Gibson, to the paint, stolen by Ginobili. It's Anderson with the drive. Rebound by Butler. The Bulls leading by 14. To the inside, Brooks. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Splitter with a screen on Brooks. Here's Mills. Puts up the baby hook. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 12 in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Mills, following the miss by Taj Gibson. Ginobili dishes to Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Mills has got his third bucket of the night. The Bulls shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Snell, that's good.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Now here's Mills. Brooks covering. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snell from outside. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now here's Mills. He's got 8. Diaw. And he uses the glass on the layup. Diaw's got 6.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And here is Ginobili. A 3 ball. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls lead by 17. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and we've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed the first half. There's nothing like the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at the Bulls, they already have 1 victory under their belt, and now they're looking to go up 2-0 in this championship series. Just a dominating first half tonight puts them in a terrific position to do so. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
You don't have to dig very deep to see why they're getting crushed. Just look at the rebounding stats. They've been weak juice on the glass, and it's going to cost them. Weak juice and barbecue chicken. What a diet. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room right now, and they deserve it, Ernie.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
On the floor for San Antonio, Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Duncan. And it's Parker in at the guard position. Rose passes to Gasol, and he gets it to go. Gasol's got 8 points.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled. And are in such a hole.
Parker outside to the wing on the left. Fader on the way, and it's Aldridge missing.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Reverse that one. Oh, now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Out in his own on the break. Moving it up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Wasted no time on that one. 21 points for Jimmy Butler.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the basket good. 12 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Jimmy Butler once again. Butler's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Parker outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Outside Hardaway. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Noah. 22 points for Rose.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it half-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Anderson with the ball. Butler covering. And Anderson kicks to Duncan. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the technical free throw is good. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge a screen. Parker against Rose. 6 to shoot. The feed to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 12 points for Tim Duncan.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Mirotic gets the bucket. San Antonio with the ball. Parker with it. He's got 13. The high post shot, and it's San Antonio with another.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Puts up a 3, and that is good. Parker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
It's Gasol missing. West outside. Parker outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Here's Gasol. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Right side Aldridge. Uncovered. Green for 2 points. Aldridge has got 15.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
That's a 2 from Butler. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Now Parker, 21 points in the game, to the paint. It's rebounded by Noah.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And finished off by Mirotic.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Now here's Ginobili. From 17 feet out. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Butler with the jam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Spurs trail by 20. It's Ginobili on the wing. Ginobili can't get that one to fall.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
You know, really doing a good job of getting into the teeth of that defense here.
That's 6 of their last 10 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Ginobili. Shot off the screen, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ginobili's got his 2nd bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Aldridge with a screen on Rose. Inside. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Parker. 17 points for Aldridge.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today.
He has yet to miss a shot.
And here is Parker, following the three from Nikola Mirotic. Parker drives in. They get it again. Chicago leading by 23. To the wing right side. Here's Mirotic. Nice D from Aldridge.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Brooks subbed in for Butler. The Spurs also changing it up. Splitters checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for David West. And it's Mills in for Parker. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mirotic and Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ginobili outside. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
It's tipped, goes back up, and the basket good. And that's now 11 points here for Taj Gibson.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really an extraordinary game for Splitter. He has 12 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those skills.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 21. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Misses the 3.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Gibson sends it back. The drive by Brooks. Open and close and nails it. Brooks has got 6. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Chicago?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
So it's Chicago now. Diaw missing on the 3. Here's Portis off on the layup. Spurs shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. And the basket by Diaw. 10 points for him.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Shot's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. He feeds it to Splitter. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
1:37 left to play in the 3rd. Brooks the pass to Snell. Off target from 3-point range. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hardaway with the steal. Got a piece of it. Goes back up. Goes up again. Mirotic grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 21. Right side Gibson. Fires from deep. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shot's good by Mills.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Spurs trail by 19. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 3rd. That is good. Splitter's got 6 in the quarter. Chicago's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Stripped away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Brooks. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brooks has got 8.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Ginobili kicks to Splitter. Unloads. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Splitter. 6 points for Ginobili. Got it up. No good on that last second attempt there. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
I love my squad.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs trail by 17. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is out there with Brooks. And it's Butler at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. And he sinks the second. Leaps for it. That's tipped. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili. Rose with the block. And they're able to recover. The Bulls leading by 12. Top of the key, Noah. The rebound by Anderson. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. He dishes it to Parker. To the middle. Here's Duncan, and he jams it with authority. Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. Some good numbers for Gasol. He's got 14 points and 2 rejections. What a force he's been in the paint.
And he's gotten himself into the air, Clark, so often blocking shots and getting rebounds.
Now here's Parker. It's stolen by Rose. Down low, here's Butler, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And again, Tim Duncan. Duncan's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it. Tacked a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Bulls leading by 12. Here's Gasol. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. Gasol wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by Gasol. Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Anderson. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Butler, it's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's 31 points for Jimmy Butler.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Parker. San Antonio again missing. In transition, here come the Bulls. Finished off the break. 26 points for Derrick Rose.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Inside, here's Parker. Plays it up and banks it in.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Butler attacking. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Butler's got 33 points.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Ginobili. Soft touch off the glass. Ginobili's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Butler from outside. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 15.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
The Bulls leading by 13. Rose goes in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. A shot by Duncan, nobody around. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
And finished off by Gasol.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Spurs trail by 15. Parker outside. Duncan outside. Here's Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
And that one's good by Noah. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And a miss there on the triple.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Parker following the score by Derrick Rose. Duncan outside. Passes it to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili, that's for 2. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Butler. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He's their go-to guy. And when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Parker outside to the paint. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. And that's now 19 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. The Bulls leading by 17. Rose dishes to Butler. And they double up Butler. Rose passes to Butler. Kicks to Noah. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. To the left side wing. Here's Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Parker. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Anderson can't get it to go. And Chicago has possession. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 6 assists here tonight. Bulls shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense.
Really twisting to make that basket possible.
Now here's Parker. Outside Aldridge. Shoots from 12. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. The Bulls leading by 21. Ahead. Finished off the break. That's now 32 points for Derrick Rose.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Noah with the slam.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here's Parker. One more assist for him, guys, and he'll have 20 on the game.
We got our money's worth here. He's worth the price of admission.
Just controlling the game with his playmaking, a special performance we're in the midst of watching.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious stuff.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
The wide open look here for Aldridge. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Butler with the jam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Rose against Parker. Ginobili right side. Duncan left side. Spurs passing it around. Anderson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 23. Rose dishes to Noah. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 19 points for Joakim Noah. The Spurs shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. On the money from 12 feet away. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter. Chicago with the ball. Outside Butler. 18 feet out. Joakim Noah again.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Duncan outside. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pulls up from the corner. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. Bulls shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Anderson. Goes back up. And it's Ginobili laying it in. Ginobili's got 11 in the second half.
And that'll effectively take care of game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for Chicago.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Derrick Rose. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Free throw drops for Rose. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Brooks. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Splitter sets a screen. San Antonio again missing. And Gibson kicks to Rose. And Gibson, here we go. And that one's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Boris Diaw.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
The free throw drops for Rose. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it to end the run, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Mills. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
He stepped up in a huge way tonight. You know, we all think of him as a role player, but not tonight. It's the NBA Finals, baby. He was the star.
And that'll do it for tonight's NBA Finals coverage. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more high-stakes NBA Finals action coming up soon.
I won't bow down to no man.
I'll back to this. If you want to hit me up, tell all of. If you want to hit me up on Twitch, that's my Twitch. See y'all in a minute. I got one view though, 2 views, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all. It might be somebody pass me by if y'all forget me. But I'll talk to y'all a little bit. Thanks for watching this. I'm too old